guys, I'm here in the Park for May lineup. It's where everyone kind of waits to go into the Park for May to grab their tires. Depending on where we're at in the day, the mini guys, sometimes you get in the back of the line and you're a little rushed if you're a little late to the grid to get everything done in there in time. And some errors have been made. We're walking down the grid. It looks like I see AJ Myers over here. AJ had a difficult, well, I guess a difficult weekend, we can say. AJ, what happened in that first heat race? I saw you were kind of moving forward a little bit, and then it looked like you may have been in an incident early on.
Well, the problem was off the bat, the brakes just shot right when I hit them. Dialed all the front out of it. Still went into the first turn, or the first hairpin really, went to brake, shot right, went in the grass, and hit the barrier. Came back out, in a few spots, and then the tire fell off.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a difficult week, I know, for you. We got our last heat coming up. You were very quick this morning. I believe you were P1. You know, is it kind of just make the best of what you got left? It's going to be difficult, I think, for you to make it into the A final with that one bad result. Is it just go for broke in this last heat?
I guess. I mean, I've been fast when it doesn't count, slow when it counts, or at fault when it counts, so I'll take anything that's forward.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, or maybe I should say good morning to some of you that will catch this video in the morning. Friday is complete. That means that all the heat races are done. We're moving into Saturday's pre-finals and finals, and also the B mains for the unlucky individuals that didn't make the A mains. There are no last chance qualifiers here, so there's no opportunity for the drivers to make it into the main event after the heat races. I'm just going to do a short little wrap up here for you guys. We'll start with the Super Rok category. For the North Americans, Ryan Norberg is going to be the top qualifier in the 4th position. So he'll roll off in the pre-final in the 4th position with two 5th place finishes. And then we have Kyle Kirkwood, who has a 10th and an 8th, and that will put him in 9th position. Kyle looked very good in the last heat race. He actually probably could have made up another spot or two if it wasn't for a full course caution. The race ended in a full course caution, so that hampered him a little bit. But look out for him tomorrow. If he keeps his nose clean through the pre-final, he'll probably be able to move up a couple more positions in the to get ready for the final. So look out for him. Unfortunately, Jake Craig did not make the main event. His first dry lap on the track was actually the first heat race. So that hurt him a little bit there. He's going to start 2nd in the B main. Look for him to get a good podium result there and win a couple prizes. Most likely, there's some great prizes up for grabs at the race. Moving on to the Shifter Rok category, Austin Garrison is looking incredibly fast. He gets faster every single session and will line up 2nd for the pre-final with a 3rd and 4th position. AJ Myers also made it into the main event, and Dominic Legrand. Dominic Legrand finished the 7th and 11th, and AJ Myers had a DNF. His wheel fell off in the first heat, but in the 2nd heat had a great run to finish in the 10th position. He'll roll off tomorrow in the 25th position. We'll move on to the Mini Rok category. The Mini Rok category is split into 2 series. They'll take the top 15 from each series, that make it into the main event, and then the next, I believe, 15 from each series will make it into the B final, and after that, around another 50 or so drivers don't even get to race tomorrow. Of course, the biggest finishing position there is Jack Crawford. Jack Crawford actually won his last heat race. He finished 2nd in his series, and I believe he'll end up starting 4th for the pre-final. He'll be on the outside row. Other than that, Johnny Edgar is 8th in the same series. He looks very quick. He just had one poor heat result that kind of hampered him a little bit. And looking down the order, that is it in the A main. Going to the B main, you have the Famularo brothers. They're both going to be up at the front. Lachlan DeFrancisco is going to roll off in the second row in the B final. He unfortunately had to come from the back, and Luca Mars also made the B final. Lachlan was definitely fast enough to challenge for the win. He has some incredible speed, but he just had to come from too far back after that disqualification. Unfortunately, in the Super Rok category, no North Americans made the main event. So we'll move on to Junior Rok. Junior Rok, Matias Ramirez is our top guy. He's in 27th. He's steadily getting a little bit faster. He'll probably move up to around the 20th position, I imagine, in the pre-final. Anthony Ganji Jr. Also made the main event. He will roll off 30th. Anthony looked very good in that last heat race. He's starting to get to grips with the circuit. I think earlier in the weekend, qualifying threw him off so much that first heat race, his head wasn't really in the right direction. Mike Speed and his mechanic or tuner Mike Doty really got him dialed in, and I talked to him after the heat races. He's really focused on just moving forward, not trying to expect too much out of the race weekend. That is about it for the day. I spoke with Gary Carlton at the end of the day, and we talked about maybe why the North Americans, some of the North Americans maybe don't do as well at an event like this if they don't get prior testing. And we talk about that the Europeans, when they come over to North America, unless they're a factory driver, they kind of had the same scenario, you know, at races where they don't have much track time. Well, they're not really at the front either. But one advantage that they do have over here is that at every event, they're usually on a different tire, a different grip level condition. And when you're doing that every weekend, you're forced to adapt very quickly. Where in North America, we tend to race on the same tire almost all the time, whether it's a MG, Bridgestone, or Mojo, you're kind of almost on the same tires all the time. And the grip levels don't vary too much. So with that, you kind of get a set driving style, and you don't have to adapt too much from circuit to circuit or race weekend to race weekend. And that maybe hurts you just a little bit. So, you know, moving forward, maybe this will change a little bit of how some of our North American drivers look at how they approach racing in North America. Maybe they'll try to expand their horizons and not just focus on one category. I spoke to a couple of the other drivers, and they're looking to come back to Europe a little bit more next year, pick a couple events, a lot looking to come back to the Rok Cup finale next year. They're really happy with the event. So we'll see how the North Americans do tomorrow. We'll catch up with a bunch of them. We'll catch up with some of them that didn't make the final and see how they like the event and how they can progress in their future careers. So thanks for watching, everyone. We're getting great reviews on this vlog. So if you guys keep watching it, we'll keep doing it. And we'd love to hear what you guys want to see different with the vlog. So let us hear in the comments below. Thank you.